What if I told you that your next breakthrough is not hidden in some distant library, expensive tool, or secret lab? What if it's already inside your head, scattered across past experiences, random observations, and everyday knowledge, just waiting to be connected? That's the power of psychological bricolage. The word bricolage was first coined by French anthropologist Claude Lévi-Strauss. It means tinkering, or making do with what you already have at hand. Later, psychologists like Jeffrey Sanchez Burks, Matthew Karleski, and Fiona Lee expanded it into psychological bricolage, the process of integrating previously unrelated knowledge to create something entirely new. In simple words, it's the art of connecting the dots. Think of your mind as a workshop. You've got tools, scraps, and odd parts lying everywhere. On their own, they look disconnected. But when you start combining them in unexpected ways, magic happens. That's bricolage. Here is an interesting case study. Bette Nesmith Graham was a secretary back in the 1950s. You know, the ones who were into using typewriters for secretarial work. She struggled with the new IBM typewriters. Erasing typos was nearly impossible. If she made a typo error, she had to start typing all over again on a fresh sheet of paper. Tiresome and stressful. Then, she noticed painters at her bank covering mistakes on windows with extra paint. If painters made a mistake, they could just use another paint over it. Different world, same problem, but the idea stuck her. After getting back home, she took the help of local chemist and mixed tempera paint in her kitchen blender. White liquid was made that can cover typing errors. She called it mistake out, later liquid paper. What started as bottles she handed out to coworkers grew into a company so successful that Gillette bought it for nearly $48 million in 1979. All because she connected two unrelated domains, typing and painting, and asked, what if I apply this knowledge here? If you go further back in history, Johannes Gutenberg and his invention of printing press will tell another story of psychological bricolage. He looked at a wine press crushing grapes in the Rhineland and saw wine stain on paper. That observation made him ask, why not use the same mechanism to press ink onto paper? That's how the first printing press was born. Creative thinkers are naturally curious, and it's this curiosity that makes them sharp observers. Take Larry Page, co-founder of Google. He studied how academic papers cite each other and thought, what if web pages worked the same way? That question became PageRank, the algorithm that powered Google into the most influential search engine in the world. There are many inventions and innovations because of this psychological bricolage. Velcro came from burrs clinging to socks. Post-it notes came from a failed weak adhesive. Dyson vacuums were inspired by industrial cyclone dust separators. Different fields, same pattern, but the methods were connect, combine, and create. Think of a chef. She opens her pantry and sees what others overlook. Yesterday's roast becomes today's tacos. Stale bread becomes tomorrow's croutons. That's bricolage, ingredient first creativity. So, how do you practice psychological bricolage? First, collect ideas. Build your mental toolbox. Quotes, ideas, sketches, observations, and notes if you have taken. Then try to connect the dots. Ask, where else could this apply? What problem does this secretly solve? Make your own combinations. Experiment. Make rough prototypes, mash ideas together. Critique and iterate. Keep what works, swap what doesn't. Cross-pollinate. Borrow patterns from other fields, biology, art, music, logistics, and apply them in surprising ways. Explore knowledge beyond your domain. Often the most groundbreaking ideas come from reshaping insights from one field and applying them in another. Try small exercises. Pick 2 random objects on your desk and invent 3 new uses for them. Or, when you admire a product, ask, what's the underlying pattern here, and where else could it apply? Here's why bricolage is so powerful. Our brains are associative machines. They light up when we spot patterns across contexts. Instead of digging deeper in one hole, bricolage lets us bridge between many, and that's where the breakthroughs happen. So don't wait for perfect conditions, perfect resources, or perfect timing. Innovation is not about what you don't have, it's about what you do have and how you combine it. Don't chase the brand new, reimagine the old. Don't complain about limits, turn them into launch pads. Collect widely, connect wildly, create boldly. Because your next big idea isn't missing, it's just misfiled, waiting for you to open the drawer and see the connection. The future belongs to the tinkerers of thought, those who turn scraps into systems and what-ifs into what's next. Mix it up, match it differently, make it happen. The breakthrough you seek is hiding in the dots you've yet to connect.